Hello my fellow book addicts, Megan here, and time for my February TBR. So I didn't post a TBR video for the month of January. Things just got crazy, and by the time I had actually filmed and had time to edit a TBR, the month was half over. And at that point, I had a lot of library books due, so I figured, okay, I'm just gonna scrap this TBR, because 5 library books are due, I can't renew them, I need to catch up on these. I originally wasn't going to do a February TBR either because I'm going to be moving about halfway through February, so things from now until then and then after then are going to be a bit hectic and it's just going to be crazy. But since I got through most of my library books that I need to read to return, I am going to at least attempt a TBR for February. Most of it are books that have been on my TBR for a while, so they're going to be a little bit familiar, some of them, and then the rest is made up of books that have been on my shelf for a reasonably large amount of time. Alright, so without further ado, let's just get into this. The first book on my TBR is The Kings of Clonmel. I believe I'm saying that right. Clonmel. Pronunciation and me don't get along. By John Flanagan, and this is book 8 in the Ranger's Apprentice series. Next is a reread, and it is The Hammer of Thor by Rick Riordan, and this is book 2 in the Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard series. So I read this when it first came out in October. Like I said in the last TBR I had this in. But I was really slow in getting a review up. And by the time I had time to sit down to film a review, it had been a while. And I did not feel comfortable doing a review on it if it had been a while since I read it. So I want to reread it to refresh my memory so I can get a better opinionated review up. Next I have Elusive by Emily Lloyd Jones, and I believe this is the first in a series. I'm still not completely sure. And I believe I already went over the synopsis in the last TBR I had this in, which I think was December. But in case not, it's basically has something to do with humans and superpowers. Something happens. Some people in the US, I believe it's the US, gain superpowers, and they are given an ultimatum. They are to serve the country or be declared a traitor. And you know, there are quite a few who choose neither and decide to live a life of crime. Like our main character here, who has the ability to change her appearance. So like I've said before, I absolutely love books about superpowers and paranormal stuff. So this is right up my alley. Next book I have is a pretty new one, but it's something that I want to get to. I'm really in the mood for a good dystopian, and this book, from my impression, is a dystopian. And it is Children of Eden by Joey Graceffa, and the main character's name is Rowan, and she is an illegal second child. Takes place in the future, the world is in ruin, and in order to keep the population from booming out of control, like it was in the past, or in our case now, people are only allowed to have one child, and Rowan, being the illegal second child, is basically confined to her home. She is not allowed to go to school, interact with anyone but her immediate family, and she's just really isolated. And one night she decides to sneak out of home and shenanigans ensue, I believe. And I'm also really excited to read this because I've really never read anything by a YouTuber before. I don't know why, just nothing has jumped out to me, but this one did, so I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty pumped to get to it. And next I have Shadow of the Wolf by Tim Hall, and just from what I skimmed in the little flap here, it's basically a Robin Hood retelling. And I am very vague in my knowledge of Robin Hood. My knowledge pretty much extends to movie remakes and the Disney Robin Hood. But you know what? That doesn't matter, because this looks really cool. And I like how the description was vague enough, so I'm not quite sure what happens. So I like that. So I'm going into it pretty blind. The next and final book on my TBR is going to be Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. So it's been a while since I've dived into the literary Shadowhunter world. So my memories are probably going to be a little fuzzy. It's been a while since I've read City of Heavenly Fire. But I'm excited to read this. I'm excited to get a new perspective in this world. I'll be honest, Clary started to really get on my nerves, as did Jace and a few other characters in the Immortal Instruments series. Looking back, I think it might have been because they just dragged on so long with them. But you know what, that doesn't matter. We got some new main characters that we're focusing on, and I'm really excited for that. Get a new perspective, a new outlook in this universe. I don't know why it's taken me so long to get to this. It might have been like the length of it. It just seemed a little intimidating at the time, especially considering I have so many other books on my bookshelf that I want to read. But I want to say the second book is coming out this year, but I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it yet. But I don't want to fall too behind on this because I don't want to run into any spoilers. So yeah, that's going to be pretty exciting going back to the Shadowhunter universe. So that's my February TBR. I'm sorry if it seemed a bit rushed. I'm trying to take advantage of a quiet house now while I can. So yeah, that's it for this video, and I hope to see you guys next time. Keep on reading, my fellow book addicts. Keep on reading.